Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And here we are, almost Columbus Day weekends. I can't
I
believe
know, I
it.
can't believe it either. I'm still back in August. I haven't quite caught up
You
yet,
can't
but
be
that's
back
all
in
right.
August. No.
I do have a fall jacket
Well,
on, so
this is
maybe
true.
yes, yes,
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
yes.
Well, the weather still remains warm. I was looking back at the weather records for September, and the warmest day that I had for the whole summer was in September. And we
Wow.
never really reached 90 degrees. We got to 89.7 degrees,
Yeah,
which
I knew
technically
that.
is 90,
Yeah,
but
round
that
up,
was,
Jack,
but
round
then
up.
round up, but that was in September, and we never got that far in August or July or
That's
June.
amazing.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
had so many 90-degree days off Cape, the
Off Cape,
Boston
yeah,
area, yeah.
yeah, they did. But, this is the time of year when a lot of people are riding their bicycles. And I have a true story to share with you. Many times we have sort of discussed on the air, on the bike trail, for every intersection, there are signs. And those signs say, stop, dismount, and walk across the intersection. A good friend of ours shared a story with us yesterday that is really scary, and it's only a matter of time when there's going to be a tragedy. There was a family with 3 little kids, and they were riding their bike on the bike trail. And of course, the kids were in front of mom and dad riding down the trail. And they came to an intersection, and as most people do, just blew right through the intersection without stopping, without slowing down. There was a car coming through the intersection and just narrowly missed hitting those kids. Folks, the
And they sent
signs,
the kids first for
they sent the
safety
kids,
so they
right.
could watch them, but they were behind them.
They
And
were
the
behind
kids
them.
are already
And
on
they
the
just
street.
missed hitting the kid. The car just missed hitting the kids. Now, the sight lines for the cars on those streets in many cases are not good. Now, true, some of the intersections do have yellow caution lights, but not all of them do.
Oh.
And there are signs at every bike intersection. You should stop, walk your bike across, and this is the prime reason why. I mean, it's just so important, folks. Please, please, yield to those signs and walk across those intersections.
And there's also some rules for pedestrians. And another friend of mine who lives near a beach community, not in this town, but in another town, had another beef to take up with the public.
Yes, if you are out walking, and a lot of people walk, we like to walk, and one rule we always try to adhere to, when you are walking on the streets, you should always walk facing the traffic. So when you are walking, you should be walking on the left-hand side of the street so that you are facing the traffic.
And you bike on the right-hand side.
Right. Bicycles are technically vehicles, and they are
Yes.
supposed to follow the rules of the road.
Exactly. They're supposed to go with the line of traffic.
That's right.
Yeah, and I guess there are, in some beach communities in other towns, I don't know about Harwich in particular, but there are signs that say, walk on the left,
bike
ride
on the
on the right.
Yeah.
And people they don't read them, or they don't seem
yeah,
to
yeah.
understand that it does apply
So
to them.
folks, just be careful out there. We don't want to
Yes.
have any tragedies, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
that's for sure.
We have a full show today, and we're going to start it off with going down to the Brooks Free Library, where Ann Carpenter, Carla Burke, and Emily Carla bring us up to date as to what's going on down at the Brooks Free Library. So let's take a look.
Good morning, my name is Emily Carta. I'm the staff librarian at Brooks Free Library. Today I'm here with Anne, our youth services librarian, and Carla, our assistive technology coordinator. And today we wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the programs and the volunteer opportunities available at the library. So to start off, we are looking for some volunteers for one of our favorite programs. It's called Internet Navigators. And what this is it's a very bare bones basics program for people who don't really know computers. So if you feel comfortable using your Apple laptop, a Windows laptop, any kind of really simple computer, then we would love to have you come to the library and volunteer your time for 1 hour at your convenience to help teach people who maybe aren't as comfortable using something like that. If you are interested in volunteering, you can always reach out to the library at 508-430-7562. And I'm going to turn it over to Carla Burke for information about volunteering with Vital.
Okay, so we are seeking volunteers in our Vital program to teach patrons who are blind or who have low vision how to use magnification or screen reading software programs, either on a computer, an iPhone, or an iPad. We will provide the training you will need to teach these programs, and we also provide the curriculum that you would be using. You would work individually with a patron for about 1 hour a week, and the number of weeks really depends upon the particular software program that you would be teaching. So if you're interested in becoming a Vital volunteer, you can call me at the library, 508-430-7562, extension 5, or email me at cburke, that's C-B-U-R-K-E, @clamsnet.org. Thank you. And we're going to turn it over now to Anne to talk about children's programming.
Now for something completely different. We have a number of after-school programs that are starting up now that it's the fall. We've transitioned from summer to fall, and our after-school programs for elementary school students have started up and running and are going really great. On Mondays from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we have an Harwich Junior Theater Explorer. So Emily Murray from the HJT is coming into the library, and she does a bunch of different games and techniques to explore improv and the different aspects of being in a theater with elementary school students. And that's a lot of fun. It is a free program and does not require registration, so you can come on down and try it out anytime. And for those of you with older students thinking, oh, I wish I could do that, we also have another program that's basically the same program that runs from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock for middle school and high school students. So the elementary is from 3 to 4, and middle school and high school is from 4 to 5, and that's every Monday. And you're absolutely welcome to just drop in and come check it out for yourself. On Tuesdays, for middle school and high school students, we have Middle School Makers, and that is a great program where we're trying to be part of the maker movement by making different things. Every other week we're going to be doing something involving food, because we know that teenagers and food is pretty much always a good mix. But it does mean that we want everyone to be able to participate in our activities. So if you have a food sensitivity, if you can contact us at 508-430-7562, extension 2 this time, or email me at acarpenter@clamsnet.org to let us know, and that way we can make sure that we're taking your food sensitivities into account. On Thursdays, we have a Lego Fun program open to pretty much all ages. The library owns 4 billion, jillion, million, that is a real number, Legos. And we take them all out, and children can either free play with them and build whatever they want, or we have a bunch of different challenge cards for those who are looking for something different than what they just do at home. You can be challenged to build specific things or with only certain kinds of bricks or whatever. And that's a lot of fun for kids. And then of course we have all of our preschool programs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10:30. The Lego program is at 3 o'clock as well. So we have a lot of different great kids programs, and I know Emily has some adult programs that she's looking to share with us.
Yes, so we do have one adult program coming up later on in October that I wanted to share with you. It's called Ghosts of the South Coast and Cape Cod. And what this is a talk presented by Tim Weisberg, and you can read all his credentials on the full program description, which you can find on our website, brooksfreelibrary.org. But he's going to be giving a talk that examines some of the South Coast's most infamous ghost stories. So if you're interested in the paranormal, ghosts, anything about the New England area, I think this will be a really great thing to come to. No registration is required. It is a free program, so feel free to just stop in at 6 p.m. on October the 18th, and we hope to see you there.
And Ghosts is Halloween. Everybody loves Halloween. Our Halloween parade that we do every year for the preschoolers is going to be on Halloween this year, October 31st at 10:30. We get all the preschoolers together. They can come, wear their costumes, and then we trick-or-treat across the street over to the town hall. The parade will end at the town hall, so if you want to park at the town hall, it'll be a little bit of a smoother rather than having to cross the street again. But we look forward to it every year. Everyone at the library loves seeing all the kids come in and get dressed up, and celebrate the spooky Halloween spirit. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you at the ghost thing, and then also again on Halloween.
And can you mention about Booker's going to be in
Yes.
the Halloween
Our
parade this
little
year?
gnome is going to be in the Halloween parade and dressing up, and we have all been fighting over who gets to choose what costume he's going to wear. So that's going to be exciting. You can check out his adventures on our Facebook page.
And that's it for today. Thank you.
Always great updates from the three of them. And I'm sorry, Emily, I mispronounced your last name on the intro there. It's just because I can't read. That's a,
And he was a reading teacher,
yeah,
so
maybe I should go to the library more often.
there you go. Maybe you should have a lesson at home. I was a reading teacher too.
But thanks to the three, Ann, Carla, and Emily, for getting us up to date, and just so many wonderful things going on there.
Yes.
They do a great job. The whole staff down there does a great job. They really do. If you have been around the community center in the last few days, you will have noticed it's beginning to look a lot like Halloween around here.
Yes, and you just stole my line, but that's all right. If you haven't been down to the lobby in the community center, please come down and take a look. It is so greatly decorated for Halloween. It will really put you in the mood. And speaking of Halloween, they are still looking for costume donations for the boutique costume donation drive that is ongoing right now. They would love if you could donate gently used Halloween costumes for kids in need. And they want you to know that there are drop boxes located not just here, but at the Police Department Public Safety Building, the Brooks Library, and also on October 18th from 5 to 8 p.m. will be the costume pickup right here. Everything will be free. And please know that every child loves Halloween, and every child should have a costume, and not every family can afford for them to have one. So even if you have pieces of a costume, it would be great if you could bring those pieces down. As long as they are in gently used condition, they can always put random costume parts such as tutus, masks, capes, whatever, to good use. Maybe a little pirate eye. I know one of our grandsons is really into pirates right now. Most Halloween costumes will show some minor signs of wear. Obviously, children are wearing them. However, they cannot use the costumes that have prominent stains or tears, so really look it over before you donate it. And remember that your donated costume is supposed to help a child feel special and confident on Halloween, so it should be in good shape. And if you could label the donated costumes, or even package them as far as the age it's appropriate for, what size it is, and what it's supposed to be, because sometimes it's hard to tell. Including the costume's original packing or a hanger and plastic garment bag makes it so much easier for them to store the costume. If you can do that, that would be greatly appreciated as well. But they always accept good costumes without those items if you don't have them.
You know, we say it every year, this is just a great effort.
Oh, it is.
It
And
really
to
is.
see the children's faces,
Yeah.
as we have volunteered on the actual night of the Halloween trick-or-treating here, and just to see their faces, they're so excited to
Yeah,
say
very
trick-or-treat
true.
and what they are, and it's really a fun time. So please help out if you can.
That's great. Thanks, Eileen. And we've announced this before too, but you know, I'm a kid at heart. And,
Yes, you are.
and Touch a Truck is such a great thing. It's being presented by the Harwich Community Center. It's free and it's open to all ages. That's Touch a Truck. Kids of all ages are invited to climb up and sit in the driver's seat of some of their favorite trucks and interact with the people who help protect and maintain our community. And that's taking place on Saturday, October 13th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here in the Community Center parking lot. This is an interactive and educational event that gives children of all ages the chance to learn about their favorite trucks. For more information, you can call 508-430-7568. That's 508-430-7568. And that's a great opportunity to have some fun.
Yes, it is. I know we have two little grandchildren that live out in San Jose, California, and they live near a fire station, and the firemen and the police in that community are always around the neighborhood so that the kids get used to seeing them, and they talk with them, and they love to have the kids come down and visit. And they just love it. Our daughter and son-in-law will take videos and send them to us
Yep.
of them in the fire trucks. And
in
they're
the
just so
trucks.
excited
Yeah.
with the hats on and the big grins.
Oh,
and,
yeah, so it's a
so
great
if you have
opportunity. So again, that's October 13th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
And you can bring a child of any age.
Right. I won't go any further.
No, no need.
The Sand Dunes, a great opportunity to hear some great music. The COA is offering this, and we're going to find out more about it as Dinah sat down with Jim Stamboni. So let's take a look and see what's going on with the Sand Dunes and the COA.
Hello, I'm here with Jim Stamboni of the Sound Dunes Swing Ensemble.
Correct, very good.
And we spoke actually last spring when he came here with his group to play for the Council on Aging at the Community Center. And it was such a popular event that he's been asked back. And so I wanted to hear all about it today. And maybe you can tell a little bit about what you are going to play for those who haven't heard about it before.
Sure, be delighted. Good morning, everybody. We have been really very pleased to be asked back. The spring fling that we did back in March was deemed very successful by the Council on Aging director, et cetera, at the time, and such that they wanted to do it again in the fall. And the fair basically is a dance. It's free, which I think is a very important aspect of this. And the Sound Dunes are a big band orchestra. We have anywhere usually between 15 and 18 people that perform, including male and female vocalists. We do music from the 30s all the way up till today, so that
Should be something for everyone.
yeah, I think, if you like Frank Sinatra, if you like Glenn Miller,
Right.
if you like Michael Bublé, if you like Barry Manilow,
Wow.
we cover the spectrum, and it's an event that is really intended to cater towards people of all ages. And we encourage dancing, although it's not required. You can come and sing along with the music. You can come and just listen to the music, or you can get up and boogie. We try in the spring, and again, we try to encourage some of the dance instructors, local dance instructors, to come, as well as bring some of their students, and to help to encourage the crowd to participate. And that's certainly some of us, like myself included, if I need to be encouraged, so I need the other people there so I can hide amongst the crowd,
What a good idea. I would think that that would be an inspiration to those who might be a little anxious about getting up, but seeing other people doing it could loosen the whole crowd.
That's true.
Sounds like a great
so
idea.
I think it's terrific. The Council on Aging will provide some dessert and soft refreshments, which I think also helps to make the evening a little more pleasurable. And we really enjoy the band. Basically are a bunch of retired people. Some were professional musicians. Some, such as myself, I was an engineer for 50 years and took up music again after I retired. Great release for me and for my wife. As far as that goes. And so we obviously don't do it for the money. We do it because we enjoy playing it. There's a crowd out here, especially on Cape Cod, that enjoys this kind of music. The opportunity to listen to big band live music is very limited, as you might imagine.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's really terrific that the Council on Aging has stepped up to have this kind of an affair. And we're really looking forward to it.
It's wonderful. So this is on Friday, October 19th. From 6 to 8, and there will be refreshments provided, as well as possibly inspirational dancing.
I hope so. It's important that because of the fact that the room is limited size, that the Council on Aging requires advanced reservations.
That's right.
And in order to do that, the phone number to call here at the community center is 508-430-7550. Did I get that right?
You did.
You
did got that
for 9
exactly
o'clock in the
right.
morning, that's pretty good.
It is. Again, it's 508-430-7550, and you do need to call for reservations, although there is no charge for the event. And refreshments are provided, and the beautiful music.
I hope so. We will have a ball. Let me just give an example of some of the music,
Please do.
just so
Yes.
that people get a feeling for who we're catering to. One of the big favorites all the time, no matter how many times we perform, you start out with a quiet audience. You play "In the Mood" by Glenn Miller, and if you're a dancer, you get up and you do it. So we'll do "In the Mood." "At Last" is a beautiful vocal by Etta James.
Love that song.
Gorgeous, gorgeous tune. If you like Michael Bublé or if you like Latin type of rhythms, Sway is another tune that we do. Kansas City, if those of you that are rock and rollers from way back in the day, you know, we've got that. Jump, Jive, and Wail, it's another swing tune. It was done by Louis Prima. Those of us that go back that far remember Louis Prima and his wife Keely Smith. He used to be a jump, jive, and everything, and she was kind of a, oops.
Here we go. Yeah.
Guess we didn't want the choreography on that. And she was a very silent, quiet person in the background, so to speak. So we've got that. Volare, My Cherie Amour. Again, that's a Stevie
What is
Wonder.
that?
My Cherie Amour.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
Italian.
oh.
I don't do the French too well, you know.
Oh, yes. I remember that song. Yes, of
Country
course.
people, San Antonio Rose. If you like to get up and kick your boots, San Antonio Rose is a great one. So we really tried to package in 2 hours, and we play continuously. We may take a 5-minute break, but we go the whole time.
Wow.
And
what an event. It sounds like something to really, really enjoy and to look forward to.
yes, one other thing, just to try to tease you a little bit. There's a song that I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but the number is 390. So I announce it as number 390, and then we play it and we see how many people respond to it. It gets a big reaction. So if you want to know what song number 390 is, please come and check us out. The other thing I should mention is that while the Council on Aging is sponsoring this event, the Harwich Cultural Council provides some of the support for the band for some of our expenses. So we need to give credit where credit is due there as well.
Yes, very good. So some cultural council funds as well. So that's
Exactly.
great. As always, people working together in Harwich to make things better for everybody, and this sounds like a really wonderful event. So
Come out and
thank
have
you.
some fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
I hope to be able to come.
That would be terrific.
Thank you so much, Jim, for coming in. We
My
look forward
pleasure.
to it.
And when Jim dropped his microphone in that interview, I should have dropped mine when I was introducing the piece, when I called them the sand dunes.
Well, we're surrounded by sand here on the Cape, Jack. I understand.
They, of course, are the sound dunes, and what a great group. I know
we
we've
are
heard
going to
them.
have a remedial reading lesson at home.
What a great opportunity to hear them, though. They are
Yes.
a great
Oh,
group. And
I
they,
love all the songs that
yeah,
they've chosen.
They do songs from every era, which is really good.
That's nice.
I mean, to be able to play a Stevie Wonder tune as well as Jump, Jive, and Wail, and
I know,
and, you
when
know,
at last, oh, I love that
yeah,
song.
yeah, no, it's a great opportunity, and we thank Jim for coming on with Dinah and the COA for helping sponsor that. That's really great. That's super. You got something there, Eileen?
Yes, I have something else that's really great. The Harwich Historical Society is presenting Piano Days, DAZE, celebrating the arts this coming Saturday on October 6th. So come and celebrate with them the 10th anniversary of finding the famous piano in the woods. And about a week or two ago, we did an interview with two of the gals that are helping to run this event. And unfortunately, the time 8:30 was mentioned for the Bell's Neck Harwich Conservation Trust walk, but it is at 8 a.m., not 8:30. So if you have a concern about that, just call 508-432-3997. You do need to make reservations, so you can call them and just make double sure, but it is 8 o'clock, the Bell's Neck walk on Saturday. And I believe it's going to be good weather. It's going to be perfect for
Supposed
walking.
to be, yeah.
And then from 1 to 4 p.m. is the main event at the Brooks Academy Museum. 3 pianists will be performing on the famous piano, while the Guild of Harwich Artists members are painting plein air, that means outside, on the grounds of Brooks Academy Museum. So come and join the fun, and those paintings I mentioned will be raffled off at the end of the day. So remember, the walk is at 8 a.m. in Bell's Neck, not 8:30 as previously mentioned.
Very good. Okay. And we've mentioned this one before. This is a great opportunity that something you might want to get rid of, somebody else might want.
That's right. One man's treasure is another man's trash, and one man's trash is another man's treasure, whichever way you want to look at it.
And, and we are talking about the indoor yard sale fundraiser. This is a fundraiser. Saturday, October 13th at the Harwich Community Center, right here at the Community Center, from noon to 3 p.m. You set up at 11 a.m. right in the multi-purpose room. And this is to benefit the Friends of Harwich Youth and the Harwich Children's Fund. you can get a table for a mere $25. So, you know, that's a
Wow,
great deal.
that is a
You know,
good
we've
deal.
mentioned that before. It is a great deal. To reserve your spot and help Harwich families and kids, please call or email Sheila House at 774-212-3805. That's 774-212-3805. And there is also an email address. It's shouse@town.harwich.ma.us. And as usual, it's easier to dial the phone.
That's right.
It's a lot shorter.
But you only have a week left because
That's
it
right.
is being held next Saturday on
Yeah,
October
the 13th. It's coming up real close, so time to get a move on that, that's for sure. And Carolyn sat down with Dinah to bring us an update on the community center. A lot going on here as always, so let's take a look and see what's going on.
Hello, I'm here to talk with Carolyn about all the activities that are coming up. Maybe all the activities as quick as you can talk about them, because there's so much
There
that's
is.
happening this month.
October
Okay.
is one of our busiest months
Yeah.
here at the community
It always
center
is, yeah.
and at the cultural center. So I'm going to start because I have a big thing in front of me, and it's not just for Dinah to snack on. This is our annual Guess the Candy Corn, and we have two of these jars. One is for young adults, 16 and under, and the other is for 17 and above. And all you have to do, it's no cost, just come in when you're in the community center doing anything else and drop your guess in. And we give out great prizes for this. We have been doing this for 17 years, and people actually wait and say, when is it coming? When is it coming? It's here.
And what is the prize?
Oh, we never tell the prize, but it's always a gift certificate someplace and other things.
okay.
So it's
All
a
right.
little Halloween basket we put together
nice.
for both the youth and the adults. So it's always it's a great prize.
And when do you draw the name?
We do it on the 26th, I believe. Oh, 25th, on the 25th
okay.
of October.
So-
Yes.
Plenty of time before Halloween.
Plenty of time before Halloween, so come on in. So I wanted to tell you that. In addition to this, we also do our coloring contest. So you can pick up the coloring pages right at the front desk anytime you're in. Just drop them off, and we also do the judging of that on October 25th.
Okay,
So
okay. And then you let people know through,
they have to
Email
put their they put their name and phone number on the back. We
Okay.
call them.
okay, personal
Some
phone
of
call.
some of them come in and wait. It's that exciting.
Wow.
So we're
For the
very
drawing.
yes, very exciting, and we love it because you'll see all the kids' colorings on the wall. It looks so nice when.
I'm sure it does.
So come on in and color, any age. Okay, next thing. I know I'm under such constraints here. Touch a Truck, we started this last year, and I think I had at least 8 phone calls asking if we could do it again. So we're happy to bring it to you. This is one of my favorite events. Okay, they're all my favorite events, but this one's so much fun because I work with every department, police and fire and highway and water and golf, and they just all bring trucks over. So it's a great time for everyone to get to see the people who work behind the trucks and the jobs that they do. It's all free, so come on in. It's going to be at the parking lot on October 13th on the recreation side of the building. So, also on October 13th, after you've touched a truck, this is going to be important to anyone who has epilepsy. We are partnering at the Cultural Center, also on October 13th. So it's for any middle schoolers. You can come. They are doing Kids Connect. You'll see these flyers and any of the stuff I'm talking about always on the Community Center page, the Facebook page for the Cultural Center, and the Facebook page for the Community Center.
And
I
it's for
know.
pumpkin painting and mask decorating.
Yeah,
and
they're
all
going to do
kinds
some
of activities.
crafting. It's a lot of fun.
And
so-
anyone can come.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
great.
that's
But it's
exciting.
to benefit,
And children with
Epilepsy
epilepsy.
Foundation.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
absolutely. So quickly, I just want to remind people about the Forks and Corks for Kids. That's happening at the Cultural Center. So it is the Children's Center is doing a fundraiser you know, they do such great work in town. And you can get more information on Forks and Corks. It's on October 28th from 4:30 to 6:30, and you can get information from the Children's Center. So you'll see flyers like this around.
Okay.
That's on our website, on the Cultural Center's website. Okay, boutique. Those of you who don't know, for several years now, we have been running a boutique, which is boutique. You can come in and pick out a costume. Every costume is free. Everything we have that night is free. We are doing it on October 18th from 5 to 8 p.m. So I'm holding this up for two reasons. One, we want to invite everyone to come pick out a costume. And two, we're going to put out a plea and ask people if you have gently used costumes, if you would be not using them and you want to donate them. Kids usually don't like to be the same thing 2 years in a row. So some people have a lot of costumes. If you have several kids and they're, you know, outgrown them and you have costumes, I promise you these are going to a good cause.
So can I just clarify it? Is it just that one night that these are going to be out?
So what happens is we put them, that night we have a big event. There's cupcakes and a lot of things to do. But then when we have extra costumes, we leave them in the front so that people can come in.
I see.
But it really is what's left over after that. We get most of our people on that night, but we will leave the other costumes out for Friday, Saturday.
So it's kind of like bring a costume and take a costume.
Or, you know, some people just like to donate. They don't
Yes,
have kids who
sure,
are coming in their
sure,
neighborhood. So, and you don't have to bring a costume to come.
Okay.
So
Okay. No
that's the-
requirement.
no requirement.
But if
no.
you happen to have an old costume and you want a
Yeah.
new one, you could come and exchange it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So another thing that's coming up, and I know this sounds really early, but it's not, is that we always do support our troops for the holidays. So you're already going to see a box in the front of the building. We have these flyers which tells you things that they are looking for, and we have to start collecting this because we have to send it. So it has to be in by the beginning of November so that we can send it out and they can receive it in time. So simple things, hats, gloves, socks, batteries, flashlight, pens and papers, crossword puzzles. You know, we just have a box, you drop it in, we'll make sure it gets there. We work with Cape Cod supports its troops. So this is a big thing.
Yes, yes.
Important.
Always important.
I know it's early and I'll keep talking about this. Halloween party, put it on your calendars, October 31st, starting at 4:30.
On the actual day.
On the actual day, we've been doing it on the actual day because our idea is that we need a safe place for people. Some people don't really like to go door to door. Inside the building, you're gonna go from office to office. We have a parade, we have food after for people, but it's a good time and all in one location, so it's safer for people. Whew. So
You're doing
this
fine.
one is we're celebrating hashtag Arts Matters Day. And what do the arts matter? How do they matter to you? So on October 26th, if you go to the community, the Cultural Center's, wow, it's hard to do both, Facebook page, and you can either do, include it on the Cultural Center page, send us a short video, photo, or quote about why the arts matter to you. If you have questions, you can email us or stop in at the Cultural Center. You can also call 774-212-3482. And you can find out more about the Arts Matters Day at www.mass-creative.org/AMD18. And we'll put that up for you.
So this is a statewide
It sure
event,
is.
and that's really wonderful that we are part of it.
Of course, and the arts matter for so many reasons to so many people.
do.
So let us know why it matters to you, especially because our cultural center is really taking off. So hope everyone will be part of that. Gosh. So there's a
did it.
quiz. Woo! I know. I promised I would be fast. I think we did it all.
Take a deep breath. You did a wonderful job.
and
we
we
know
have-
so much more now than we did at the beginning of this segment. And we look forward to all of those things.
And
this-
most
this
importantly,
month.
you know where you can find out the information. Community Center page, Facebook page, Cultural Center page.
Yep.
Always give us a call too.
Or just walk in here and talk to Carolyn.
Yes, and come see our decorations. They've been doing a lot of
Yes.
work
Oh, my
decorating the
goodness.
building.
The
So
building is beautifully decorated already.
thank you for letting me in. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
again for coming. Bye.
You know, Carolyn does such a great interview with Dinah, but at one point, you know, I thought she was hiding behind her poster,
Did you?
and
I don't know what you mean.
my attention was drawn to that huge thing of candy corn, and that's just not fair.
Maybe that was her intent.
I think it might have been. I mean, there's no way I'm going to guess anywhere near correct with that thing, but it's just so tempting to see that big thing of candy corn sitting there.
Every year I look to see what size the container is going to be because every year it's different for obvious
Yeah,
reasons.
that's true. That's very true. What a great job, though. That's
Oh, I
really
know.
fantastic. They're really good. You have something there that you'd like to say?
Yes, I do. Well, I have lots of things I'd like to say, but I'll only say this one.
Okay.
For those of you who take medication that are prescriptions, and many of us do, there is a regional prescription take-back day on Saturday, October 27th. So the last Saturday of the month of October, from 10 in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. There are going to be prescription drop-off boxes in every Cape Cod police station, Cape Cod Hospital Pharmacy, and Falmouth Hospital Pharmacy. And here in Harwich, of course, the drop-off will be at Harwich Police Station, 183 Sisson Road. And this is being sponsored by your local police department and Gosnold and the Cape Cod Healthcare.
Very good. And that's
Yes.
really important to get rid of the medications that
That
just...
you no longer use.
no longer
We all
use.
have bottles that have a few pills of this
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
And it's better to get rid of them for
And get-
many
yeah.
different reasons. It's just a good thing to do.
Yep.
So, Regional Prescription Take-Back Day, October 27th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here is a great opportunity to learn more about what the Cape Light Compact can do for you. This is Take Charge of Your Energy Future. Join the Cape Light Compact to discuss future energy efficiency plans and funds that are available to consumers. There are two meetings that are going to be held. One is going to be on Thursday, October 18th at 6:30 p.m. in the Eastham Public Library, and that's at 190 Samoset Road in Eastham. That's Thursday, October 18th at 6:30. And then there's another one on Tuesday, October 23rd at 7 p.m. at the Mashpee Public Library at 64 Steeple Street in Mashpee. All are welcome to attend, and they want your feedback. And there's also a website you can go to, www.capelightcompact.org/EE-plan. So you can go there too for more information. And we had work done by the Cape Light Compact, and they did wonderful work.
They did, and it was so reasonable compared to what we would pay otherwise.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to learn, you know, what you can have done and what they offer, and it's just so those two meetings well worth it to if you want to find out more. So.
And unfortunately, there's no phone number that you can resort to.
No, there is no phone number. No, go to the meetings.
There you go.
Our next piece now is an important one. The Children's Fund is a wonderful effort, and we're going to find out more about it as Dinah sat down with Sheila House. So let's take a look at that right now.
Hello, I'm here with Sheila House, who is the director of the Harwich Youth Services. And Sheila, you have some things to tell us about. There are two particular events you want to talk about today,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
So these events are going to benefit Harwich Children's Fund, which I will tell you a little bit about. Harwich Children's Fund is an organization that we started up about a year ago. Some of you may be familiar with the Chatham Angel Fund. We're sort of their sister agency. And we provide goods and services for families and kids in need. So last year we did a outerwear drive and a gift card drive around the holidays and several other fundraisers. And this year we have a couple of things coming up in October. The first is a fundraiser and the other is more of a friend raiser. So the first one will be October 13th on a Saturday, and it's the same day. I think Carolyn was on before me. They're having the Touch a Truck event.
That's right, they are.
Yeah.
Yep, same
So
day.
it'll be the same day. So
Lots of activities all over Harwich. We can
Yes.
just go from one thing to another.
That's right. And so what people do is that they call me and they can reserve a table for $25, and the $25 goes directly to Harwich Children's Fund. And then you can keep whatever profit you make, either selling old treasures or crafts or anything you want to sell.
Okay, great. So you can reserve your table now, and you can do that by calling or emailing Sheila at 774-212-3805.
And I think they'll have the email address up on the town website. So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So need to reserve ahead for that, obviously. And then the other one is a open house, as you called it, a friend raiser. I always call them fundraisers.
So we had this last year. We're going to have it Friday, October 26th, which is prior to the Halloween party that's here at the community center. But it's going to happen in the Albro House, which is that beautiful old house next to Town Hall that my office is in.
Recently redone.
Yeah,
Beautiful,
yeah,
yes.
it looks really beautiful. And it's a great place to have a Halloween open house because it's sort of a spooky old house.
It is.
And there'll be refreshments and crafts and decorating a cookie, face painting. Last year, I think the general age group was elementary school, but we had some middle school kids coming through too. But it was really fun, and we're going to do it again this year. And it's that's going to be Friday night, October 26th, from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's certainly no lack of things to do in Harwich this fall. Specifically, October is packed, and these are two wonderful events. And thank you so much for coming in to talk to us about it.
Sure, and I just wanted to remind people too that the tables will be available for people for the yard sale that don't have to bring their own table. But they do need to get me a check in order to get a table. So I just
Very
wanted
good
to
feature.
add that in at the end.
Okay. All right. Good.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in.
And we thank Sheila and Dinah for sitting down. Such an important effort.
Yes, and it's fairly new, so I'm glad to see it's getting off and running, and that's great.
Yeah, it really
It's
is.
important. It's an important one.
Now, folks, we just want to remind you that Columbus Day is coming up on this coming Monday, and the community center itself is going to be closed. However, the weight room will be opened from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And they suggest that you use the front entrance of the community center to get into the weight room. There will be a person checking you in. So again, the community center itself will be closed. The game room will be closed. The multi-purpose room, the gym will be closed. But the weight room will be open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Monday, Columbus Day, and all other town offices, of course, will be closed for Columbus Day. That is our show for this week, folks. We really appreciate you joining us. On behalf of all of us here at Channel 18, thank you.
And please take advantage of everything going on around town. It's going to be a beautiful weekend weather-wise, I think. So please enjoy and be safe.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.